Welcome to our exploration of paranormal phenomena through a scientific lens. In this video, we'll examine common paranormal claims, including ghosts, UFOs, and other unexplained mysteries. Ghost sightings are among the most commonly reported paranormal experiences, with witnesses describing apparitions and unexplained sensations. UFO sightings have been documented across the world, with clusters appearing in certain geographic regions. Investigators use specialized equipment like EMF meters to detect changes in electromagnetic fields, which some associate with paranormal activity. We'll look at how science approaches these phenomena, separating fact from fiction while acknowledging the limitations of our current understanding. Many phenomena once considered paranormal have scientific explanations. These include optical illusions, atmospheric events, and various psychological phenomena. The goal isn't to debunk beliefs, but to apply critical thinking to these fascinating topics, acknowledging both the known and the unknown. Electronic voice phenomena, or EVPs, are sounds found on electronic recordings that some interpret as voices from spirits or other paranormal sources. Ghost hunters and paranormal investigators often use specialized audio equipment to capture EVPs in supposedly haunted locations. Scientific explanations for EVPs include radio interference, equipment noise, environmental sounds, and apophenia, the tendency to find meaningful patterns in random data. Our brains are highly specialized pattern recognition machines that can transform ambiguous sounds into words, especially when we're primed or expecting to hear something specific. Just as we can see faces or figures in random visual patterns, we can hear words in random audio noise when we're looking for them. Controlled studies on EVPs have demonstrated that people often hear completely different messages when listening to the same audio samples. When researchers play the same ambiguous audio recording to different people, they might hear "help me," "leave me," or simply "hello," demonstrating how subjective these interpretations truly are. Electronic voice phenomena demonstrate how our expectations and desire to find meaning can significantly influence what we perceive, even when analyzing seemingly objective scientific recordings. Witness testimony about UFO sightings, while often compelling, is subject to various psychological factors that affect memory accuracy. Human memory is not like a video recording. It's a complex system that reconstructs events rather than reproducing them exactly as they occurred. Confirmation bias plays a significant role in UFO sightings. Witnesses tend to notice and remember details that confirm their existing beliefs, while dismissing contradictory information. Memory is reconstructive rather than reproductive. When recalling UFO encounters, witnesses actively piece together memories using available fragments, prior knowledge, and information acquired after the event. Research on UFO witness testimony reveals how easily memories can be altered through suggestive questioning, media exposure, discussions with others, and the simple passage of time. Several factors influence memory reliability, including the witness's emotional state during the event, their personal interest and motivation, and the environmental conditions at the time of the sighting. The misinformation effect occurs when information encountered after an event alters one's memory of the original event. For UFO witnesses, details from news reports, conversations, or similar stories can blend with their original memories. It's important to note that this doesn't mean witnesses are lying. They genuinely believe their recollections. Memory reconstruction is normal human psychology, and memories naturally evolve with each retelling. However, when investigating extraordinary claims, we need more than just memory-based accounts. In recent years, several classified government programs studying unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs, have been declassified and brought to public attention. The Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, known as AATIP, was run by the Pentagon from 2007 to 2012. It was funded at $22 million with support from Senator Harry Reid and led by Luis Elizondo. The program studied unexplained aerial encounters reported by military personnel. The Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force, or UAPTF, was established in 2020 by the Department of Defense as a successor to AATP with an expanded scope. In June 2021, it released a preliminary assessment report that documented 144 incidents, of which only one could be definitively explained. Both programs have released videos and data showing objects with unexplained capabilities, including sudden acceleration, unusual flight patterns, and no visible propulsion systems. This Navy video shows one such encounter that could not be readily identified. The official conclusions from these government programs acknowledge that unexplained phenomena exist and merit serious scientific study. However, they provide no confirmed evidence of extraterrestrial technology. The primary focus remains on potential national security threats, particularly concerning advanced technology from foreign adversaries. While an extraterrestrial origin is neither confirmed nor ruled out, this remains outside the scope of the program's BSTAT. Official conclusions. The study of UAPs continues today through the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, or ARO. This evolution of the program features increased transparency with Congress, regular briefings to oversight committees, and new reporting protocols for military personnel to document unusual sightings. In summary, government UFO programs confirm the existence of unexplained aerial phenomena, but their focus remains on potential national security implications rather than validating extraterrestrial hypotheses. The Fermi paradox addresses a profound question posed by physicist Enrico Fermi in 1950. If the universe is so vast and ancient, where is everybody? With hundreds of billions of stars in our galaxy alone, and potentially trillions of galaxies in the observable universe, the mathematical probability suggests we shouldn't be alone. Scientists attempt to quantify the probability of finding intelligent life using the Drake equation, developed by astronomer Frank Drake in 1961. This equation estimates the number of active, communicative extraterrestrial civilizations in our Milky Way galaxy based on several factors, including star formation rates, the fraction of stars with planets, and the likelihood of intelligent life developing. One compelling explanation for the Fermi paradox is the concept of the Great Filter, a hypothetical barrier that prevents civilizations from advancing to the point where they can colonize the galaxy. The Great Filter could be behind us, meaning we've already overcome the hardest steps in evolution, or it could lie ahead, suggesting that advanced civilizations typically destroy themselves before achieving interstellar travel. Another explanation involves the brief window of technological civilization. Technological advancement may follow an exponential curve, but the window during which a civilization uses radio or similar detectable technology might be surprisingly short. Our own civilization has only been broadcasting radio signals for about 100 years. If advanced civilizations quickly transition to more sophisticated communication methods that we can't detect, or if they self-destruct shortly after developing technology, we might simply be missing each other in cosmic time. Advanced civilizations might communicate using methods we can't yet detect or recognize. Just as ants cannot comprehend human communication networks, we might be surrounded by signals or technologies beyond our current scientific understanding. These civilizations might use quantum entanglement, neutrinos, or gravitational waves for faster-than-light communication. They could also have developed more efficient energy use that minimizes detectable emissions. Scientists have proposed numerous solutions to the Fermi paradox, ranging from the mundane to the exotic. These include the possibility that life is extraordinarily rare, that interstellar travel is physically impossible, that we're in a cosmic zoo or nature preserve, or even that we're living in a simulation. Some suggest that advanced civilizations might choose to exist in virtual reality rather than expand outward. Despite decades of searching, the Fermi paradox remains unsolved. The answer to where is everybody could have profound implications for humanity's future and our place in the cosmos. Near-death experiences, or NDEs, feature remarkably consistent elements across different cultures and time periods. These include out-of-body sensations, where people report floating above their physical body, often describing medical procedures with surprising accuracy. Many report moving through tunnels of light, experiencing a profound sense of peace and tranquility. Life reviews, where a person's entire life flashes before their eyes, are another common feature. And perhaps most compelling are encounters with deceased loved ones or spiritual beings who provide guidance or comfort. But what does neuroscience tell us about these profound experiences? Research suggests that NDEs result from specific brain activity during crisis situations. When the brain faces extreme stress or oxygen deprivation, it triggers a cascade of neurological events. One key factor is oxygen deprivation, As the brain is starved of oxygen, it activates survival mechanisms. This crisis triggers a flood of endorphins, natural painkillers that create feelings of intense pleasure and euphoria. Some researchers hypothesize that the brain may release dimethyltryptamine, or DMT, a powerful psychedelic compound that could explain the vivid, dreamlike quality of these experiences. Another crucial factor is activity in the temporal lobes. The temporal lobes process sensory input and play a key role in memory and emotion. During NDEs, abnormal activity in these areas can produce powerful emotional responses and spiritual sensations. Research has shown that direct stimulation of the temporal lobes can artificially create experiences similar to those reported in NDEs. As the brain begins to die, cells fire chaotically, creating random, disorganized patterns of activity. Memory centers may activate randomly, potentially explaining life reviews and encounters with remembered loved ones. This creates incredibly vivid hallucinations as the organized neural networks that maintain normal consciousness begin to break down. Interestingly, research has detected brain activity continuing briefly even after what we consider clinical death, potentially explaining how people report these experiences after being revived. While near-death experiences feel profoundly real and meaningful to those who have them, neuroscience offers compelling explanations for these phenomena through the combined effects of oxygen deprivation, neurochemical release, temporal lobe activity, and the chaotic breakdown of neural networks. Meaningful coincidences often seem supernatural, but mathematics explains why they're actually common. In a world of billions of people having thousands of experiences daily, improbable events happen constantly. This is explained by the law of truly large numbers, which states that with enough opportunities, even extremely unlikely events become probable. A classic example is the birthday paradox. In a group of just 23 people, there's a 50% chance that at least 2 people share a birthday, which seems counterintuitive, but is mathematically sound. We notice and remember the coincidences, while ignoring the vastly more numerous non-coincidences, creating an illusion of meaningful patterns. Carl Jung coined the term synchronicity to describe meaningful coincidences that seem to defy conventional explanations. While these experiences feel profound, they can be understood through both psychology and probability. To summarize, coincidences seem remarkable for 3 key reasons. We experience thousands of events daily. We remember hits and forget misses, and with billions of people, extremely rare events happen somewhere every day. Mathematics doesn't remove the wonder of coincidences, but helps explain why they're a natural part of our world. The nocebo effect is the harmful counterpart to the placebo effect, occurring when negative expectations produce negative health outcomes. Unlike the placebo effect, which produces positive benefits from inactive treatments, the nocebo effect can cause real harm simply from the belief that something is harmful. Scientifically, when someone believes they've been exposed to something harmful, anxiety triggers a real stress response in the body. This stress response includes the release of cortisol and other hormones which can cause physical symptoms such as pain, nausea, elevated heart rate, and other measurable effects. This explains how people who believe they've been cursed or exposed to paranormal harm can develop real and measurable symptoms even when no physical harm has occurred. The nocebo effect creates real physical harm from beliefs alone. Scientific studies confirm the measurable physiological responses. This explains many reports of illness following perceived paranormal attacks. Some people report sensitivity to electromagnetic fields, associating them with paranormal experiences or physical symptoms. These individuals often claim they can feel when electronic devices are turned on, reporting headaches, sleep disturbances, or unusual sensations. However, controlled scientific studies haven't supported claims of electromagnetic hypersensitivity as a physical condition. While electromagnetic sensitivity may not be supported by science, electromagnetic fields certainly do affect electronic equipment. Electronic devices can interfere with each other through various mechanisms, including radiative waves, inductive coupling, conductive paths, and capacitive coupling. This electromagnetic interference can create strange behavior in devices that might be misinterpreted as supernatural. Power fluctuations are a common source of seemingly supernatural technology behavior. This graph shows different types of voltage anomalies that can occur in electrical systems, including normal voltage, voltage swells, sags, and dangerous surges. Voltage sags can cause lights to flicker or dim momentarily, often misinterpreted as ghostly activity. Voltage surges can damage electronic circuits, causing devices to malfunction, turn on or off unexpectedly, or display strange behavior. Older buildings with outdated electrical systems are particularly prone to what some might call haunted technology. Several technical issues can create phenomena often associated with paranormal activity. These include old or faulty wiring, poor electrical grounding, interference from nearby equipment, and radio frequency interference from various sources. EMF meters are devices used to measure electromagnetic fields, and they've gained popularity in two very different contexts. In paranormal investigations, these devices are used to detect supposed ghost presence, with spikes in readings often interpreted as spirit activity. However, in scientific applications, EMF meters serve practical purposes such as detecting potentially hazardous fields, identifying equipment problems, and troubleshooting interference issues. Science and paranormal phenomena are often portrayed as opposing forces, but they actually represent different approaches to understanding the world around us. Scientific explanations for paranormal phenomena don't diminish the wonder of human experience. Rather, they enhance our understanding of our complex minds and the fascinating world around us. The universe contains genuine mysteries that science continues to explore, from quantum entanglement to the vastness of cosmic structures. Our minds are remarkable pattern recognition machines. They create meaning from sensory input, sometimes leading to experiences that feel genuinely paranormal, such as seeing faces in random patterns or experiencing unusual sensory phenomena. By applying critical thinking to paranormal claims, we can distinguish between psychological phenomena and genuine mysteries. Critical thinking gives us tools to evaluate evidence objectively, recognize our cognitive biases, separate facts from assumptions, and still appreciate the genuine mysteries that exist. Science itself is a journey of exploration, constantly pushing the boundaries of what we know and understand. Scientists continue to explore fascinating frontiers, the nature of consciousness, quantum phenomena, cosmic mysteries, and the depths of human psychology. The scientific approach doesn't remove wonder from the world, it deepens it. By understanding the remarkable capabilities of our minds and the genuine mysteries that remain at the frontiers of human knowledge, we gain a richer appreciation for both the known and the unknown.